So somehow my video the other day, I completely either did not record or just forgot or somehow deleted the intro video. But this project is actually about a 2-acre site project that I got. As you can tell, I'm actually using my machine. It's for a friend of mine. He is developing this and turning it into a animal hospital. There will be a big building right here and like 6 buildings over there for retail offices. So it's about a 2-acre site, and for right now you see the orange ribbon in the trees. I can only clear this amount. What I've got to do is actually do, since it is in the city, erosion control, so I got to put a silt basin right there. So what I got to do first is get all this brush out and logs moved, and then they'll stake out that. They actually got a separate utility guide because there's a fair amount of stuff and I didn't want to get into it. I actually got to go out in the road and dig down to the storm drain and run the pipe out here to the pond. And there's underground storage chambers out here and everything. It's just a whole lot more than I wanted to get into. It's about $250,000 worth of utility work, and I've got no desire to do that. I'd rather do the site work. So I'm going to be doing the clearing, and then we got about 10,000 yards of dirt to cut off this site. But you can see the outer bands of the hurricane coming. I got the camera a little bit bright, you can't see it too good right now. But we're going to try to load out whatever brush we can today, and then I'll probably come back tomorrow if all I got to do is track it from there to the curb. The truck can sit out there in the roadway and not be a problem. So let me get a little more brush cleared right here, and I'll load the truck when it comes back. From the hurricane, hopefully we can get one load out here, and I think the rest I can just track it to the road. At least I'll be able to get those logs over here out of the way. Just try to get out what we can over here. I think I make it over the curb. I'm going to have to get a little bump start and go for it. Got it. Good enough to load out, but I wanted to get this first. Get this cleaned up. Get a whole wad full of stumps. Quite need that many. What you call getting a grapple full? Almost 2 grapple full filled the truck up. Off the back of the tailgate, it's bothering me. So I'll cut it off.
friend of mine with a log truck and trailer. Well, it's a log trailer. I didn't quite grab that one right. Got it too long on one end. Slide that up a little bit. That's the only problem when you're loading wood that's all different lengths. Come on, baby. That little log is heavier on the other end than it is on this one. Get in there. got plenty of tongue weight. Got them in load. I didn't quite get all of them. I thought I would, but it filled up quicker than we thought. Anyways, not much less I have to deal with. Another full load going out. Any more in there, I think it would fall out on the way there. It's like 4 foot above the sides. Alright, let's get some brush out of here. This will be load number 5, I think.
these pine trees are. They break up nice and easy, so you can pretty well pack the truck full from front to back. And it does not take long to make a load if you kind of got everything already spaced out. While he's gone, I can take a couple minutes, space it out. That way all I've got to do is grab and go. Everything down and keep all these branches from ripping holes in the tarp.
I got all but about one load of brush hauled off. That's all that's left. And the rain's starting to set in from the hurricane, so we're gonna call it a day. The dump's closing, but it's open for the most part now. And the surveyor did come and stake for the culvert that goes under the construction entrance that will carry that water under the path and into the retention pond that will be built right here. Alright, we are putting, actually I've already got it dug and laid, the diversion ditch culvert for under the construction road. All this is temporary. All it does is divert the runoff water from the job site under the construction road into clean rock. And all the brush is hauled off. A little bit of stuff left I threw over there, and we'll just haul it off when we clear the rest of that. We got the diversion culvert pipe in and the construction entrance. So I got a 50-foot entrance now and the culvert that goes under it. As you can tell, it's still pretty wet out here from all the rain we had, but now they got to come out here and they can stake out the pond. We can dig the area where the overflow, like I said, a utility contractor is going to be doing that, because it's got to go out into the road and tie into the storm drainage and run the pipe out over here to the pond before I can start clearing anything else. So just like every commercial job, you're always waiting on somebody else. Surveyor never came to stake the pond out. Haven't heard anything about when the utility guy was going to come, so I'm not much on waiting around for people. They begged me to come over here and get this cleared. I've done my part, so I'll wait on them. But well, I'm tell you what, I'm not waiting on them, because I'm about to shovel the machine off, and the tractor trailer's coming. I'm gonna load it up and I'm gonna go work on another project. I'm not going to let the machine sit here until they figure out what they're going to do. So my part's done for now. Once they get that figured out, come back, dig the pond, and finish clearing all those trees. But right now I've got to get these tracks cleaned off and get this thing loaded up on the truck.